Street Talking Other Stuff. Mike Mad Dog Magnati, thank you for tuning in today. It was a great morning. You know why? Because last night when I went to bed, my wife kept telling me, you're going to get snow tonight. And I woke up this morning, there was no snow. Thank you, God. But it's coming. It's that time of year, and I hope that it doesn't snow that much. But hey, I appreciate you tuning in today. Now, look. We went to see Charlie and the Chocolate Factory last weekend. The show is incredible. It's great. It's got another weekend to run. If you haven't gone to see it yet, you can get tickets either out the door or WHS Presents, or just search it out on the internet. You can find them, but it is well worth seeing. It's a lot of fun. The kids do a great job. It is an all-district musical for Wenatchee School District, so there's 150 kids in it. And all of them, I mean, they'll blow you away. I mean, really, when the little ones come out as the Oompa Loompas and the squirrels and stuff, it's just so much fun. Trust me, you will love it. And I'm happy to say that we have another great theater experience coming up that we're going to talk about today on this show. But hey, Street Talking Other Stuff. Thanks for being here. Stick around. We will be right back. So.
I'm Jen Mueller. Watch for my show, I Cook, You Measure on NCWLIFE. It's part cooking instruction, part entertainment, and all about connecting over food and wine with your favorite Northwest athletes.
Watch I Cook, You Measure with Jen Mueller Mondays at 1, Wednesdays at 2, Fridays at 11 a.m., and Saturday and Sundays at 10:30 p.m. right here on the NCWLIFE channel.
Hey there, folks. Blueberry Carrie here to invite you on out to experience Blueberry Hills. Of course, the food is fabulous, like our cheese splints, our famous French dip, our legendary Eggs Benedict, and unforgettable burgers. But we're more than just great food. People come from all over the world to experience what's been called one of the best destination restaurants in the Pacific Northwest. So come on out and see what all the fuss is about. Blueberry Hills in Manson. It's where the world is coming to.
There's no place like home, because home is where we're totally comfortable. It's where we can be ourselves and let our guards down. It's where we make memories, and we're always imagining new ways to keep it totally comfortable. Carrier, total comfort, totally happy.
Turn to the experts, Carrier and Alpine Air. Heat and air, call Alpine Air. When you've been in business for 40 years, it's because you understand change and you put members first, always. Now Works is announcing a change in their membership model. Up to 6 people on one membership that you can mix and match. The more people, the bigger the discounts. Introducing the Works shared membership model. One membership, friends and family and flexibility. Works, the cleanest, friendliest, most helpful gyms you and your friends will ever join.
Okay, we're back, and I am thrilled to introduce two of my new friends, young ladies I've never before. Marilise, how are you? Marilise Clifton, Clara LeBeau, nice to have you here. And these young ladies are in the upcoming Eastmont High School Drama Program.
Angels
Drama
of
Club.
Baton.
Angels of Baton, a drama that's being directed by our own Matthew Pippin, and it's coming up, and it opens when?
December 5th through 7th, and then 12th through 14th.
Okay, all right. And you two are actually in the show.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right. Now, we're going to get to more personal stuff in a minute, but where can people get tickets?
They can buy them at gofan.co.
Okay, and say that again.
Gofan.co.
All right. Okay, and how much are they?
They will be $10 for students and $12 for adults.
Okay, and this is open seating. You're not
Yeah.
reserved seating. And you can buy them at the door, but as usual, get them in advance. You know, one thing about Wenatchee, I don't know if you ladies, you were in last year's show, Radium Girls. People in Wenatchee wait, okay? And sometimes shows are sold out and people lose out. So get your tickets early. But Okay, Mary-Elise, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, my name
Okay.
is Mary-Elise Clifton, and I've been doing theater for basically my entire life. Basically,
Really?
Like 6, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been in lots of shows, like more than 30. So.
Wow.
Yeah, I
wow.
love theater, and.
Now, what have you done? I mean, back when you were sad, who were you with? You know.
I've mainly done theater through Stage Kids.
Stage
That's
Kids,
where
okay.
I started,
All
and
right.
then I've done some through Quincy Valley Allied Arts and just Eastmont High School.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And you've done Radium Girls before. What else have you done in the high school?
I've done Les Miserables before.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All right.
I was Gavroche, and that was a really fun show.
All right. So, what do you? This show here. Did you know about it before you auditioned for it, or was it just, hey, another chance to be on stage? And
I knew like the setting of the show, but I didn't really know what it was about. So, yeah.
okay. Clara, how about you?
Yeah,
so-
me and Mary-Elise have basically the same story with theater. I've
Really?
also done
Okay.
theater since I was 6 with
Okay.
Stage Kids.
Okay.
I've done like Club Horsemer Theater, Stage Kids, different shows with the school, different shows with like my church, Eastmont.
I did a lot of church stuff too. When I first
Yeah.
moved out here in the '80s, we did some original church stuff. So church stuff is good. It's fun. So go on. Go on. Just because I interrupt doesn't mean you shouldn't keep talking.
So Angel Bataan is my 28th show.
Really? Wow.
Yeah,
Jeez.
only my first second straight play though.
Okay.
All the others are musicals.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Now, which do you like better, you two? Do you like musicals or the straight plays better?
I like the depth of the plays better, but I enjoy, on the whole, musicals better.
Okay. What's your favorite musical?
That I've been in, or like seen?
Either way,
I really like Newsies.
Okay, Newsies was great. That was one of the first ones my daughter was in when I was in high school. So.
I just love it. All the dancing
Yeah.
and just the plot.
Oh no, my granddaughter. My granddaughter was in my daughter's. How about you? What's your favorite?
I'd have to agree with Newsies. When
Oh,
we were in
really?
Newsies, it was
Okay.
so much fun. But also, I love Six, the musical. It's
Okay.
pretty good
All
too.
right.
Yeah.
West Side Story. That's my favorite musical. Okay. When I was in high school, did it twice, and I begged to play Lieutenant Schrank. So and it was great. It was lots of fun. I love working with the high school kids. It was really cool. Okay, so Angels of Bataan.
Bataan, yeah.
Thank you for correcting me. Okay, what was it that made you decide to audition for this show? I mean, I know another opportunity to perform, but there was something specific about this show that you thought you wanted to be involved with. So
I love the history of this play, and I wanted to get better at acting and do like a drama-centered
Okay.
play. So
All right.
that's really what got me to do it.
what did you find out about the history? Tell us a little bit about what you learned about this particular episode and
Yeah, I
the
learned.
Pacific Theater of World War II for us.
Yeah, I didn't know like how much the nurses played a part
Mm-hmm.
in World War II, and I didn't realize that they were like so important in just the whole
Sure.
war.
Sure.
And so I found that really interesting. That, that's what I've learned.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, how about you, Clara? What?
I decided to join the show because I thought I really wanted to work on my acting.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to really improve. I think I have. I think it's been really good for me. And I'm also the president of the drama club.
Oh,
so
really?
I,
Oh, that
yeah.
girl. Oh, cool. So.
Cute. And the history, I think it's just really cool. Like I think I'm kind of a history nerd,
Yeah.
so I just enjoy everything history, and this topic is it's really cool and really inspiring.
Okay, so what did you learn about the story briefly about these gals who were nurses, in Bataan? Am I getting it right?
Yeah.
Thank God. Okay.
Yeah.
And that's interesting. That's something Matthew pointed out to me before the show started. I always said Bataan, which is the way I heard it, but Matthew Pippin, the director of the show, he talked to somebody who lived in Bataan, and he was corrected. So we'll try to say it right. Okay, all right. But what was the thing that most impressed you about the history of that particular incident? And I think a lot of people that are watching know about that, the death march of Bataan, where we had to surrender at Corregidor, and I can't remember exactly how many, both American Army soldiers and Filipino Army folks as well had to surrender. But it was what did you learn about it? What did you?
I think it's really cool that none of the nurses died in the
Yeah,
PW
that is
camp.
amazing.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So what was their conditions like while they were there?
So they had to evacuate from the first place they were at, the place they were at, and they were in the jungle for a long time, and it was very humid and just like wet, and so they lived in that for a long time, and then they were captured by the Japanese and were in an internment camp for 3 years. So
Right. And everyone lost a bunch of weight.
Yeah.
I think they were saying it was like 60 pounds on average for each person, wasn't that? I think Matthew said earlier it was like 32 kilograms or something like that per person. So, okay, who do you play?
I play Sally Bailey.
Okay,
She's
tell me about her.
Yeah, she's.
And this is a real person, right?
It's based off of real.
Based on
Yeah.
real people.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So Sally Bailey is the younger sister of Helen Bailey, played by Clara.
Okay.
And she is a pretty shy girl. And one thing about Sally is that she absolutely loves coffee. And I think that's important. And yeah, she's very friendly once you get to know her.
Right.
And yeah, she's a little sister.
Okay, so is she an Army or a Navy nurse?
Army nurse.
Army, okay, all right. So was this a particular part you wanted to try out for this character, or is this, you came to audition and were willing to take whatever?
Yeah, I was willing to take any character, but I think I was going for Helen. But as you can see.
Okay.
there.
So Helen is your sister.
Yes.
So so tell us about your character. You know?
She's kind of the opposite of Sally.
Yeah.
She's very kind. Well, Sally's definitely kind as well.
Yeah, she's the opposite. She's the sister who's opposite of the kind sister.
She's just a lot more like determined and like goal oriented. She's also very family oriented. And when Sally starts going downhill, she kind of freaks out.
Okay.
It's
going downhill how?
She becomes really sick towards the end of the show.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she gets very concerned, and like her family's kind of for everything.
Sure.
Yeah.
But your nurse is an Army nurse as well.
She's an Army nurse.
Now, it's interesting because not often, I know with the military, it didn't always happen, but lots of times families weren't put in the same place. Do you know anything about the backstory of the sisters, how they ended up being in the same part of the service together?
I don't know, but I
Remember,
know
I said make something up if you don't know the answer to the question.
I know that Helen kind of dragged Sally, so I don't know if Sally had a choice. But
I feel like Helen would kind of rig the system to get Sally with her.
Okay.
I feel like she'd probably do that.
All right, yeah. Well, it's okay. That's because some guys did that. There were actually 5 brothers who served on a naval ship at one point. So, okay. So, what was the audition process like? You know, what did Matthew have you do? You know,
So
were you able to prepare beforehand, or?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, tell me about what you prepared. What you were able to do.
He has like for Radium Girls and for this show, he has like 4 different like describing the seasons, like short little monologues that you can perform in any way you want to.
Okay, and you got to see these before you came to. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yes. And I did mine like a Southern accent because I didn't know what to do, so I just did that.
All right,
And
so go ahead with your Southern accent now. Let us know if you're doing any good or not. Go ahead.
My name is Helen Bailey. I don't know. But my audition was funny because I had like a prop, like a fan prop, and I dropped it in the middle and screamed and then picked it up. I was kind of shocked that I got a call back after that. I was like, what's going on?
Well, I don't know. I mean, that's the thing about live theater is that unexpected things happen. You have to kind of roll with it. So
yeah.
All right. So you were able to look at the audition scenes beforehand. Okay.
Yes.
So and you did that, both of you?
yes.
Okay. All right. Thought it helped.
And then for callbacks, we had there were like scenes with other people that we would do.
Yeah, okay.
And Matthew would ask us to do it in a very interesting way, and like we would first do it how we thought it would be played, and then he would like give us some direction.
Okay. So he would say, try it like this, and okay, good. Did you find that challenging?
I did, but it was a lot more fun that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, now, tell me honestly. Now, it's just us talking, okay? So we get to see, what's it like working with Matthew? I mean, is it okay? Is it fun? Or do you kind of have to put up with him?
It's pretty fun.
It's fun. It's fun.
Whenever like we do something wrong or like we mess up or do something weird, he makes pugs explode.
Yeah. Okay.
Not like in a real way, but yeah, he makes pugs explode. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's
Okay.
our punishment.
All right, but this is the second show you've done with him as director, correct? Okay. He is very highly talented man, and he's just a joy to work with. Gonna tell you a story about him.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
that'd be okay?
Yeah.
We went to see, I directed Streetcar Named Desire years ago. Familiar with that show by any chance? No. Tennessee Williams. Okay, it's a great play. Okay, and we directed it, but we went to see a version of it in Seattle. So these were more semi-professional actors. And then there's a scene where a doctor comes in at the end, and in this play in Seattle, this guy just comes in and stands there. Okay, nothing. I asked Matthew if he would play the doctor in my show. He was phenomenal. He came on, he was a doctor, okay? You could tell. It was a small part. He was on, well, there are no small parts, right?
Yeah.
It's only small actors.
Yeah.
He was on stage for only about less than 2 or 3 minutes, but it's just very, very, very good performance. It's just, he's a joy to work with. So actually, he's done other stuff with me as well, and I've been in shows he's directed. He's good. You guys are lucky. You guys are lucky. The high school drama teacher I had was a very conflicted, challenging man. So, but it's fine. I learned a lot. But hey, street talk and other stuff. We're talking with Marilyse Clifton and Clara LeBeau. They are in the Eastmont Drama Club's upcoming productions of Angels of Bataan. Okay, it is a story about I think it was about 60 or 70 nurses who were also captured with the GIs and the Filipino commandos. 3 years in a Japanese concentration camp. They all survived. It's going to be a very, very interesting show. So we're going to talk more with these ladies in a minute. But street talk and other stuff, we will be back, so stick around.
So what am I looking at here?
That is what great power looks like.
Tell me more.
It's called hydropower. Hydropower uses water and gravity to generate electricity. Since the fuel for hydropower is water, it has 0 emissions and it's renewable. It also works when it's not sunny or windy. And it's the cheapest power we can make.
So it's clean, renewable, reliable, and affordable? And hydropower is all 4?
Only hydropower is all 4. And you can learn more about it at the Chelan PUD Discovery Center at Rocky Reach Dam.
A small town holiday wouldn't be complete without a visit to an original American hardware store in downtown Chelan. Kelly's Ace Hardware has been serving the greater Chelan area for nearly 100 years. Let them take you back to a time where personal service and quality products went hand in hand.
You're invited to experience small town holidays in iconic Lake Chelan. From local shopping to Santa parades, a getaway visit to Lake Chelan is a great way to make this holiday season special. Learn more at smalltownholidays.com.
Are you dealing with a pest or weed issue and you just don't know what to do?
We use the best pest control methods approved for areas with kids and pets.
Whether it's rats, mice, ants, or spiders,
or something else altogether, we provide the coaching and solutions you're looking for.
And you can know that your dollars are supporting a local, family-owned and operated business.
Allow us to help you get back to living healthy and pest-free. Harvest Valley Pest Control.
This is the time of year we celebrate family, traditions, and great food. At Abby's, our legendary pizzas are so giant that they feed up to 6 happy family members. When you need a break from cooking, think Abby's. Our place or your place. Our family is here for your family.
The Triple Topper's back!
This November, what makes Abby's Triple Topper so great? It's the pepperoni, Canadian bacon, and ground beef toppings piled to the edge. It's a whole lot of pizza at a very special price. Order your Triple Topper at abbys.com.
Okay, we're back. We're talking with Marilyse Clifton and Clara LeBeau. They're both in the upcoming Eastmont High School Drama Club production of Angels of Bataan. This is a story of I believe it was about 70 or 80 nurses who were actually captured with the rest of the GIs and the Filipino commandos. They were in a Japanese concentration camp for 3 years. All of them survived, which was a miracle in itself. But again, why don't you show the poster and tell us again when people can come see the show and how much tickets are going to cost and where tickets can be purchased. So
Yes. So the show is December 5th through 7th, and then 12th through 14th. It's at 7 p.m. each of those days. We don't have any matinee shows. And then it's $12 for adults and $10 for students. And then she can explain where to get it, because it's kind of confusing.
Tickets are at gofan.co.
Gofan.co. Okay.
And then you have to, once you get on that site, you have to type in Eastmont High School, and then all of our performers will pop.
But anybody with a brain in their head should be able to figure it out.
Yep.
You know, I was able to figure it out, so not that bad. Yeah. Now, there's something your director, Matthew, told you specifically he wanted you to talk about. What is that, okay?
Our form of punishment.
Your form of punishment?
Yeah.
What do you get punished for?
If we mess up, or if we forget a line, or if we miss our cue or something like that, he will, he has these pictures of pugs.
Pugs?
Yes.
The dogs?
The dogs,
pugs?
yes.
Dogs, kind of look like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
He has them, just on his backpack, right next to the stage, and if we mess up, he'll point at it and make a little pug exploding noise. And we're supposed to think that, if we mess up, a pug explodes somewhere in the world.
What is... What is the pug exploding noise he makes?
Just
Okay, so he's telling you that every time you make a mistake on stage, some poor little puppy dies somewhere?
Yes. Yeah, that's exactly it.
That sounds like a motivating factor. So how well have you responded to this? Has it been a motivator for you? You know?
Yeah.
Okay.
The club's really accepted it. We have pug squishies. We have pug stuffed animals we pass around. We have pug pictures. Yeah.
That's good. Now, how are you doing with your lines? Because I'm a real stickler for that. I always tell actors when I'm directing, and myself, you can't act till you know your lines. You try to and that, but how's that going?
I think it's going good.
Are you guys off book yet?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
good.
I'm really trying to solidify it even more so I don't have to think about them while I'm acting. Okay. And I have 5 or 4 monologues where it's half the page at least that I'm memorizing.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And how about you? How you doing with that?
My lines are a lot easier, so I'm pretty solid on my lines.
How are they easier?
My lines are a lot shorter. Helen's, she always writes to our parents.
Right,
and so it's like a letter that she's saying.
Yeah, some monologues can be a challenge. Where regular conversation, you're actually interacting with somebody, and that kind of helps you.
Yeah.
But, I always tell my actors and myself, you can't act till you know your lines. And knowing your lines in your living room is not the same as knowing them at a rehearsal.
Yeah.
Okay, because there's just different distractions. Yeah. Okay, so overall, what are you most enjoying about this particular show?
I have really enjoyed doing character work with the fellow nurses.
Okay.
It's been really fun because we've gotten to talk and interact with each other and just have conversations as our characters would and really figure out who they are.
Right.
And that's been really fun.
Okay. So how many is the total cast?
Total cast is
I have no idea.
20, I think.
Okay. Yeah. Is it all female?
No, there are a few males in the show as well.
Okay. Anybody playing Japanese prison guards or anything like that? No. No, they don't. No, that's going to be interesting to see. They don't. The Japanese don't enter into it at all. Okay. So when does the play start? Are you actually in the camp, or is it sometime?
So we start. The show starts in 1941 before Pearl Harbor has been bombed, and so. We start off without having any war experience or anything, and then we get captured a year later, I believe. So, yeah.
Okay. All right. And does it end with the liberation?
Okay. Yes. All right. That's basically the end.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So, what are you most liking about this particular show and being involved in this particular story?
I think it's really powerful.
Yeah.
It's really taught me a lot about acting, and I just like being Mary Elisa's sister in the show.
Okay, good. And has it been good, the interaction between you guys? I mean, I wouldn't imagine you're all on stage at the same time all the time.
We're on stage together quite a lot, but we do leave quite a bit as well. But
okay, all right. So again, just me you're talking, because nobody else. Has there been any challenges, anything come up that's been kind of a hump to kind of, you're shaking your head. Yeah, come on.
I used to be sick a lot in the show, and so just figuring out how to be sick but realistically sick, that's been really hard.
All right. So how you doing with that?
I think I'm getting better at it.
Okay. How's she doing with that?
She's doing good. She's doing good.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. You're believable.
All right. Yeah, well, it's just, it's a challenge. It's a challenge. So what do you want people to know? What do you want them to come away with? Tell people why you want them to come see this show.
I want people to be really inspired by these women because they overcame so many obstacles, and I want people to know that whatever obstacle they're facing, they're stronger than they think they are, and they can overcome it.
Yeah. Okay. How about you? What are you thinking?
Yeah, I think one key thing once you leave the show, it would be to realize how important it is to have people around you that support you.
Sure.
Because people in this show, they would not have survived without each other.
Yeah.
So I think just knowing and having people around you that love you and support you is really
So what kind of, in playing the characters that you do, the individuals, and the whole structure of the play and how it works together, has it given you any personal insight into your own life about something that's inspiring, or what you want to do? I mean, not meaning that you're walking away wanting to be an Army nurse after this, but something about the characters of these women that went through, and they were definitely heroic. I mean, just as much as the men were, if not more so in many ways. But is anything that just touched you personally that you say, yeah, this is something that is going to be of value for my life?
There's one part in the show where Jean, she tries to tell someone that she loves them, but she can't because they have to leave. So I think one thing that really sticks with me is to tell people how much they mean to you.
Yes. Okay.
Just right away and not wait for any specific time.
That's very important because we're not hardwired to do that. Okay, but it is very important to. To tell somebody how much they meant to you. And that has something I have tried to do. There's been a number of people in my past, I've had to call and say, hey, look, you did this for me. I need to thank you for that. I'll tell you how much it meant to me. So good point. How about with you? So
I feel just remaining optimistic in hard circumstances, because I think all of the nurses remain optimistic basically. Okay. And there's one part where my character decides to throw a Christmas party in the jungle. And I really like Christmas, so I feel that I really like that part. Yeah. And I feel if I were to ever be in that circumstance, I hope I would do the same.
All right, good. Okay, we're talking with Marilise Clifton and Clara LeBeau, and we're talking about the upcoming Eastmont Drama Club's productions of Angels of Bataan, and it's coming up beginning December 5th is the first day, but we're going to say goodbye to these ladies in a minute, but we need to take a quick break. So Street Talk and other stuff, you stick around, we will be right back. So.
Enjoy a simpler time and place where the holidays bring family and friends closer together. Chelan Cellars and Sorrento's Restaurante on the shores of Lake Chelan. Join us this holiday season.
You're invited to experience small-town holidays in iconic Lake Chelan. From local shopping to Santa parades, a getaway visit to Lake Chelan is a great way to make this holiday season special. Learn more at smalltownholidays.com.
My name's Nick Dirk, and I've been a cinematographer-photographer for over 10 years. I got my start at the Wenatchee Valley Technical Skills Center. Without the Tech Center, I wouldn't have got my first job in media production 3 months after I graduated high school.
My name is Charlie Voris, and I own Vortex Productions. My work has taken me on exciting adventures all around the world, and I got my start at Wenatchee Valley Tech.
Hey, my name is Ole Mingo, and I'm the Executive Director at Heirloom Creatives in Wenatchee. I am so thankful for Wenatchee Valley Tech to be able to have my dream career.
All right, and I wanted to introduce Matthew Pippin. Matthew's been here observing today, and he is an incredible human being. Love that we're friends, proud of that too. One of the greatest contributors to the performing arts here in Wenatchee. But, I want to thank you. Marilise, thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Break a leg. Clara, same thing.
Thank you.
I am very much looking forward to coming to this show, okay? And what I will do you come out into the hallway afterwards?
Yes, we do.
Okay. Please remember me, because it validates me to know that I've made an impression on your lives. So, okay, so hey, Street Talk and other stuff. We really appreciate you being here. Go see the show. You'll like it. And don't forget, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory this weekend. So, Street Talk and other stuff. Appreciate you being here. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.